spot a deliberate mistake. The reason it's not showing a collision is because this is at an angle and the drill would clear that. So I need to go back into the hole machining side. I'll come out of simulation, go into hole machining, go back to the setup. Somewhere in here is that magic figure of 14 degrees. Should have done this before I started, I think. B, axis position. (0°). Enter, and that should be better. There we go. Right, now I'll run this again and we'll have a look here. It still doesn't say it's found a problem, so I'm going to run it and see what. And here you see it running. When you see red here, this is a collision being detected. It also detects a gouge of the part, which I just do not understand why it should do that. And I see now it's trying to drill that all the way. Oh no, it's not. What am I on about? Silly boy. There we go. And it just, if you could see all of that there. So that's it simulated. Now what I'll do is generate the G code and go in and edit this section so that the head doesn't come out. I'll set my G30 so the head will only come up here. I'll fit the angle gauge in and reset the 0 position. In other words, cheat the system somehow to get what I want. But basically that's a program nearly finished. I've just got to flip this 180 degrees and then it should be, I can do the other holes with a 14 degree angle on and the 13 degree. I'll just stop that and restart it again at the beginning of that. And there we go. There's the spot drilling. And that is the through drilling. That's the through drilling, sorry. Now it should go at the horizontal when those 12 holes are finished. Nope. Yeah, that's the opposite side, correct. There we go. So what that was doing there, I'm going to have to run these carefully, take a look at them. I just wished I had a spare one of these to try it out on. They're too big, very big. Okay. Okay, that's the first row of holes selected, and once more I'll have to go around and put all the arrows pointing in over. And there we go. I think that's all of them in the correct sense. Yep, they're all pointing in over. So that's the holes chosen, and I can then select run there, and it should run it, and then there you go. There's the toolpath generator. Let's have a look and see what it simulates. Now if I rerun the simulation, right, obviously missed a hole because you watch this. There we go, I've missed that hole there. So I'll have to go around and change the orientation of the arrow and also it's colliding with a part. Okay, well, I'm simulating this and I cannot for the life of me see where the interference is here, but this is hitting red all the time, and it's a feature of Sprut Cam that I don't like. It gouges by the million and you don't know what the hell, where they are, how to get rid of them. I just live with them. Half the time they don't even exist. It really is irritating. I wish there was some means of showing you exactly. There probably is, but I'm just not that computer savvy. But aggravating things too. This I find really aggravating. If I come out of that and then go into this again, well, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's got a mind of its own in terms of doing, you know, there we go. If I wanted to move, no, it's not. if I move that, maybe it'll work again. It just, sometimes it moves, other times it doesn't. It's really irritating. But I can't find any, I mean, I know it tells you here there's a collision. And if you open that up, it'll tell you exactly there's probably a collision on the Rapid, is usually the D1. And then there'll be a gouge here. It just, I don't know. I don't know what drilling 5D is. I mean, what the hell is that? I don't know. It's full of errors. God knows what else, but I think. Okay, well, I think that's both of these, all the programming finished for this. There's the first row being countersunk. Okay, now to generate the post-processor file, to generate the G-code rather, you need to open the post-processors, which are here. As you can see here, post-process. Click on that, you then get this screen. Select your machine, which in my case is this. I can also use this for the Rapid turn. The Slant Pro uses the same processor, I believe. In fact, I know it does. Then you click run and you end up with some G-code. If you hit run, it tells you where it's going to put it. It already exists, so it's in C users. It does put things in awkward places. You can't change that and go direct to a dongle just by putting in the whatever extra file extensions you need. So don't ask again. Click yes, and that should be it somewhere on a computer. Okay, well, that's a setup finished. This is the adapter that I made. It's got a Boss which centralises it on the rotary table. It's held in with the 4 T-nuts. And that's all I can say about it really. Screw thread. The jobs screw onto this. I'll have to make sure that they screw on reasonably tight. Not that tight that I have to force the living daylights out to get them loose, because it's only a drilling operation. If it were a milling operation, it'd be a little bit different. All the forces are going to be straight down, very little forces anywhere else. So I'm going to put a piece in and then maybe call it a day for today, because it takes me a long time to get the setup up. It takes about maybe 45 minutes, an hour to get the setup in, but as you can see, it's quite a big piece of work. It's a big piece of equipment. So I'll put one of the hubs. There we have one of the hubs. It's a lovely fit on this, nicely. I cut the thread in the lathe. It's a good fit, and that's it, nipped up enough for me to make a start. The first holes will be in here. I'm going to make a dummy run first. There's just too much at stake with these things. It should use the spotting drill first, and then go around with the jobber drill, the small drill, short drill, stub drill if you like, to drill the through holes in here. Then it comes horizontal along here to drill the holes in. This is a dummy run, drilling the 2 rows of spoke holes here first. It's taken a long time to get something to work. I think we're on a winner here so far. We'll find out when it gets to do the second row whether it moves that way and across that way. At the moment it's drilling this side of the centre line. Anyway, I'll see what. A bit of success at last with the large end. This is just the drilling cycle, but as you can see, it's getting there. I'm making real progress now. I've just got to get the height sorted. Well, after a good bit of trouble, I think I've finally gotten around to getting the end holes here done or started. I'll just run through the cycle and you'll see this is it moving into position to start drilling the holes. That's a PEX cycle that you see. It's spot drilling all the way around, all the holes at this stage. I still need to sort out some of the depths of these cuts. They sound to me as though some are slightly deeper than others, but I'll have a good look through the G-code and sort it all out. This side's pretty good so far. Again, I need to look at the depths, but the main thing to me is it's functioning. It's doing what I'm telling it to do now. It's going from one part to the other. The big problem is going to be doing these countersunks inside here. I've got to get in here with a right angle drill mounted under the spindle. So that's quite a big task. But anyway, at least we can see that it's working pretty well. So that's it, gone through the full sequence of spot drilling. Now it's asked me to change or put tool 5 in, and here we go. This tool 5 is just a drill. So again, you'll see this variation. Another thing I need to look at is, I don't understand why the Y is saying 2.293. That should be 0 at all times if it's drilling on the centre line. But I'll sort it all out. At least I'm getting there. It's just a through drilling cycle, but again, some holes seem to be deeper than others. And that's it, just finished that part of the cycle. Now it's going to ask me to change tool to the next tool, which would be the countersunk. At this point I would have to change everything over. I'll put an optional stop in between all of these programs to change the tooling to the right angle drill. So here we go. This was when I did the program, it was trying to drill straight through the top. Obviously can't do that, but it can move over to the side, come down, get a horizontal drill put in or right angle drill put in, and then get into here. And this is what I'm trying at the moment, and I think I'm successful. This is all just, it's not guesswork as such, but it's just testing out to make sure that my thoughts are right before I commit to any kind of metal cutting. In the programming stage, I did tell the machine to drill from this side, so it knows what it's doing, if you know what I mean. So basically that's the full cycle of things. It's